When I first said Arnold wasn't exactly innocent in one of my earlier videos, I wasn't even looking at it this way. Well, maybe you should watch this clip first and then tell me if you still think he was just an innocent guest in Nigeria.
Beer and recommended everything else above this, including multiple other Nigerian brands. But I've been challenged to give it a try, so I'm going to try the Hero beer for the first time. I'm a connoisseur of okay beer. I'm not a elite beer drinker, but I know good beer from a bad beer. So here we go. Okay. The bartender was right. This is horrible. Remember Alka-Seltzer, you drop it in the water and plop, plop, fizz, fizz? I would prefer that to this.
Now let's talk about Arnold's
has a
review
hint of a
and
beer
his
flavor,
response about
and
Reno
it's not a
setting
pleasant
him up.
one. But
First, Arnold has spent years coming to Nigeria, so he's not a one-off tourist. That means he has time to grasp the terrain, the politics, and the brand regional symbolism. And again, when you point a camera at a product, you're not just doing a test. You're publishing. You're making a statement, intentionally or not. Arnold said Reno encouraged the review, just maybe, then did not warn him about how widely it would be distributed. But come on, Arnold knows Reno's internet reach. He even admitted Reno promised him meeting with dignitaries. That alone should tell you about his reach. And even that, as an investigator, you should be well-read and informed. And that suggests you should know the access and leverage. So yes, Arnold may present himself as a surprise guest, but considering his experience, he likely anticipated some of the fallout. So when he said I was set up, that doesn't even hold because he knew the script. Why does this even matter? A little backdrop on Hero. Hero Lager is brewed by International Breweries PLC. The brewery traces back to the project under Peter Obi when he was governor of Anambra State. The state invested in what became part of the brewery network, so the brand carries its imprint in the region and in the public memory. So that review by Arnold, the harsh review, wasn't just about bad beer. It reads optics, it trades on an industrial pride and regional symbol. So Arnold claims ignorance, but as someone who calls himself an investigator, he is supposed to be the one reading between the lines, not missing them. And the most disturbing part is, by adding emojis to his statements and saying, many guys offered to buy me a beer, holier than thou legalist, Arnold tried to downplay the issue. But laughing at something that heavy only exposes the contradiction. Because as someone who claims to value truth and calls others liars, he should have owned up, not hidden behind humor. So Mike Arnold had more awareness than he let on. That wasn't just a casual sip. Hero Lager is linked symbolically and historically to Peter Obi's industrial footprint in Anambra State. And he knows that Reno, being a friend for years, has always been a vocal critic of Peter Obi. So for someone who understands all these dynamics and still claim innocence, it simply doesn't add up. Whatever happened behind the scenes, one thing is clear. Something just did not work out between the two. And that is why Mike Arnold turned the camera from review to revelation. It's a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.